There we go. It started recording. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Oh, wow.
Hi.
I'm looking at your characters. Only one person has inspiration. Would anyone like to give a recap? I mean, I can do it, but I can offer you guys the opportunity to get a gold star, since you guys are very gold star-less at the moment.
I can do it.
Sure, if you want to.
Okay. So last week, not really much happened. I think we were in the middle of like a mansion or something. There was a lot of um reappropriation of property, shall
Charging
we
battery.
say? Some very heartfelt.
I honestly
Go
think you
ahead.
guys need to roleplay more. There is not enough roleplaying going on.
Campaign. You're right. We really haven't been putting in our all. There was some heartfelt conversations or something about like trauma and like girlfriends, and someone got upset about something with Weary, something about a trowel and blood and
so unsanitary.
Little messy. That's really just, need to take a chill pill. We were able to get rest. Baboom cast Liamon's tiny hut over half of the fountain so that when we were all rested up, we could actually head down. Not before some gray maidens waltzed up and started circling around us. Luckily, they didn't start fucking casting dispel magic. Otherwise, we would have been very, very fucked. It seemed that the big important person of the group was not there, so we were spared for a time, and we were able to complete our rest and hop down into the beginnings of the maze, which is apparently not actually a maze. It's just a place that's full of a shit ton of fungus that's sentient and moves around skeletons and isn't considered undead, Squee.
I don't know why you mentioned me and that. You were doing great.
Anyways, so yeah, we fought them. They died. There was a lot of spurting of spores, and yeah, that's about it.
That sounds like a sport. It's spore spurting.
Spore spurting. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I want to watch that.
Well done. Good enough. Give yourself some inspiration. I gotta wonder. I gotta imagine there's a part in Weary at that scene where it's like, oh no, Shala is being upset and unreasonable, and oh my gosh, you don't know where that handspade has been.
That's gonna be so dirty. Yeah. I'm gonna have to clean that.
Shala, at least grab a clean. It's Ria's fault, really. If Ria had had sanitary weaponry.
I'm sorry that I didn't have a dagger for her to slice herself open with.
Honestly, murder hober Ria over here doesn't even have a dagger.
Go big or go home. She could have used the rapier.
Oh man, well done. So as we start the session, yes. Robin, out of curiosity, did you maintain the minor illusion or did you drop it? We kind of didn't pay attention to it, obviously, once we realized the skeletons don't see.
He got it there. He'd probably leave it there until it ended. Sure. Gotcha. Why banish it, just in case?
Right, sure. So we will pick up right where we left off, where Ross has just blown the bones out of the last fungal entity. Mwiri, you are poisoned. Ria, you are not poisoned, but you're standing in a cloud of poison. Robin, you are as well, but you don't breathe.
Thumbs up.
Weak smile, thumbs up. We are out of initiative. You guys are free to do as you will. while I set up some music.
I don't remember how far this cloud went.
Squee, who the fuck is this?
Who?
That's
Who's
Robin's little friend.
Yeah,
that's his
Robin's
illusion.
minor illusion.
That's that's right.
Yeah,
That's-
before we found out
The
that
gnome.
that the fungals didn't see per se, so it didn't
You
really have
don't-
much effect.
You don't remember Timothy?
Yeah. How dare you?
Shut the fuck up, Kadia. This game.
He remembers you. Alright, yes, so you guys are out of initiative. Excuse me while I save some notes from Sunday's game about letters and crap.
Yeah, those aren't important.
Yes, what do you guys do?
Can we get like a representation on the map of where this cloud is?
Sure.
I think it ends at Robin, right? It's like
It is
back to there.
Oh, well, that's a square. I need this guy. That's not what I need. This
You can do it.
guy. More or less, it's right about like that. Because I believe they released the spores almost in exactly the same spot. I think one was just like a square over.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
how high? I guess it's going all the way up to the roof.
It's high enough, all the way up to no. It's a 10-foot sphere. Think of it that way.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
10-foot sphere. 10-foot radius sphere. So,
Okay.
considering one of them was 5 feet in the air when it cast it, let's say it's 15 feet high. The roof is 20 feet high. You could conceivably get over it.
Can I carry Amelia on my back like a piggyback ride to get over it?
If you make a appropriate athletics check.
Just drop her in the middle of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those ones I don't think you'd mind too much if you fail.
I mean, I'll look at Amelia and I'll be like, I mean, do you want a piggyback ride? We already know you can't hold your breath to get through it, so...
She kind of squints at the cloud and looks at Ross. Sure. Amelia's super light anyways.
Sorry if I... Yeah. Let's see how this goes.
What a wonderful thing to say.
You're self-guided.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh. That's true. I forgot I can do that.
Yeah, you can.
Please.
Can I
please
do that?
Please do that.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Can Amelia give aid?
Try and hang on.
Not really. Amelia's making this harder.
Oh fuck.
Oh boy. Okay.
I mean, if it was athletics, it would be 2 more, but...
It is
No.
athletics.
It is athletics.
You rolled athletics.
Sorry, acrobat. Sorry.
Oh, no. It's
Yeah.
it's how strong you are in this case. Given the jaggedness of the roof and the narrow area you are passing through, and that you are holding on to someone who is taller and wider than you, unfortunately, Aras, as you are walking above it, Amelia slips and you catch her. However, she is now dangling in the cloud of spores. 2 things. One, Aras, you have 2 options. You can continue moving to try and get through this holding on to Amelia, or you can attempt to pull her back out of it.
Or you can drop her and where you can catch her.
Yes,
she's
that is the third option.
Swing
I
me!
mean, honestly, there's so many options open to you. You can just...
Swing her to Rhea.
I mean,
Don't
how
catch her.
how far down is she from the ground?
I mean,
you'd be
Amelia can
10
roll
foot.
in acrobatics to see if she can, like, fucking trapeze her way across.
I mean, so let's do it this way. Amelia, roll me 2 Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh, fuck.
You can do it.
You say
would
the
this
first one. Mm-hmm.
would it be +5 because Rhea?
No, Rhea's not within. How many feet is it, Rhea?
10.
No, you're not within 10 feet.
Okay.
So Amelia, for a second there, you kind of you feel the spores start filling your nose and tickling your eyes and itching, like it's like being in tear gas, right? And you hold on, but eventually you just get and you breathe it in, and you are poisoned, my friend. However, go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Let's
Aras,
see how
you are
poorly
still
this
fine,
goes.
as your shoes are keeping you clung to the ceiling.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh,
Amelia.
God. So
sorry.
Amelia does not stick the landing as she falls to the floor coughing in a coughing fit.
Can I attempt to?
Yeah,
she's
by all
not.
means. Roll me an athletics check, Marie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, I am also poisoned. What does that mean for me?
Disadvantage.
Oh, for fuck's
You're gonna make
sake.
it worse.
Which is fair. I should have made Amelia roll at disadvantage as well, but I think a 7 is already sufficiently not good.
What are we doing? Athletics?
Athletics at disadvantage, yes.
Oh,
Wow. Okay. Murray, despite your weakened condition, you still
Dropping child!
You still manage.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, your mom reflexes kick in. And you manage to catch Amelia like a groom catches a bride.
Oh, boy.
And Amelia falls into your arms just coughing and gasping.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Poor Ross. Oh, my God.
Poor Ross! What?
She did her best. You're fine. Oh, my God.
Tried.
Mom's favorites.
Yeah, Mary will, excuse me, please, Robin and Rhea, carry Amelia over here.
Ross, you're able to get to the other side without too much issue. Mary, and anyone, if they would like to give her aid, roll me a medicine check, please.
I will absolutely give aid.
Unless, of course, if Rhea is better, she can. I mean, anyone can roll and then have aid from someone else. But
I have a +9.
Yeah. You have a higher wisdom than me. Go ahead.
Guys, and you're starting to get those absurd rolls. You level 10 characters. Murray, you make a quick assessment of how you feel and what's happening to you, and you can tell that this condition does seem to be dissipating very slowly. You and Amelia will probably be okay in an hour or so, if you don't use some other means.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we can wait that long. So Mary will, let's see.
I'll cast protection from poison on Amelia. I don't really use my spell slots.
Okay.
Does that remove the poison?
Yes. And make sure
Okay.
Have advantage for 8 hours, I think. Something absurd like that.
It lasts for an hour.
Oh, for what I said, but 8 times is less.
But what if yes?
I cast it 8 times.
Jesus Christ. I don't think you have that many spell slots altogether, man.
Plus,
I'll do it anyway.
I don't think it stacks like that. Like drinking 5-hour energies for 25 full hours of energy. I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, no.
Not with that
that's
attitude.
just one heart attack in 5 seconds.
Yes, Ross.
Oh, just before we went on too far leaving, I just wanted to know if I'd have a minute to do mending.
I mean, you definitely can. The room is quiet for the moment. It's like casting haste on someone 5 times, and it just gets them faster and faster until they can't even control their own actions. So you guys kind of take a minute to recover as Murray is assessing the situation. Ross starts mending Kitty.
Okay.
We'll
So,
say-
Rhea, you cast on Amelia. She's looking better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Miri will lesser restoration herself with her prayer beads.
Alright. Lesser restoration, prayer beads, gotcha. And then Rhea uses protection from poison on Amelia. Perfect. You were all fine. I mean, you're a little worse for wear, but this seemed to be more damaging to your resources than your health. You can see the garden still, the fungal garden still stretches around you, and around the edge, you still see the jutting platform-esque that leads on the rope bridges to the levels down below.
Hey, with my medicine check, do I know, like, what kind of mushrooms these are? If there's any other dangers associated with them?
I would ask you to make a separate medicine check for that, but you can certainly do it.
Oh, sure.
You know, as they are 2 different things you're trying to determine. Wow.
Damn.
Excuse me, I don't know what's with my throat. You're poisoned again. No, just kidding.
Shit.
There is a large variety of mushrooms in here, Murray, and more to the point, these are mushrooms native to your homeland.
Yes, they are. Why wouldn't they be?
It's very clear that the Arconas, and especially with this investigation, you're getting very clear. The Arconas must have originally come from your homeland or an area like yours, as the garden, the decor, the fungal garden down here, all of this is incredibly nostalgic to the Kadal homelands.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that where the Kadal lived, there certainly were societies of civilization in those areas. You didn't mingle on a daily basis by any means, but they did exist. The mushrooms in this cavern are a huge variety. A few of them are poisonous, and you're able to easily spot them. But for the most part, they aren't in any dangerous locations. Some of them make very good color pigments. There's a particular mushroom that is a bright blue that is highly prized among Kadal especially, as when it is crushed and mixed with water and other elements, it creates a very lovely type of royal blue.
Mm-hmm.
And in particular, you note that towards the wall, close to the floor, there are small, gently, faintly glowing mushrooms that glow a faint pink color. And these mushrooms actually have some form of restorative properties to them. Basically, if you were to take a few minutes and try to gather some up, you could treat them as if they were a meal, like a ration. And eating it or using it to season food or something of that nature would allow someone to roll a hit dice worth of healing without expending a hit die.
Oh, very cool.
Depending on how much time you spend, you can get a number of them.
Okay. Well, Ross is taking a minute to heal Kitty. So, as she finishes expending her prayer bead and the coughing subsides, you will see her take a look around. And you can kind of watch the sort of the medic take over
Mm-hmm.
as her gaze shifts from sort of apprehensive to appraising. And she taps a claw on her beak. Very much like home. And she will, if allowed, squeeze through Amelia and Rhea to take a closer look.
Certainly.
And she will spend at least a minute gathering.
Okay. And I assume you would point out the poisonous one, like stay away from the white and brown spotted ones over there. And, you know.
Yeah, she will sort of almost casually name them, say what they do.
This is George. He's a bad mushroom. Do not touch him.
But she will start speaking in her native tongue and recalling the names of them.
You guys don't very often hear Murray speak in her native tongue. It is, correct me if I'm wrong, Blue, but it is more like a series of clicks and whistles and hoots than it is words.
Yeah, it's very deep. It doesn't necessarily, if you were to hear it casually, you might not even recognize it as a language.
Mm-hmm. Roll me a d6, Murray.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. It's all right. Would anyone like to help Murray?
Yeah, Amelia will help her gather up shit.
Okay, roll me a d6 as well. Okay. Many of the mushrooms are very fragile. Excuse me. And while they have been well cared for, they're well past their optimal feeding stage or eating stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, with Amelia's help, you're able to gather up enough for 4 doses or meals, if you would call it that. They can sustain you. You can use them as they were rations. I know in this game we don't deal with rations too much because typically you're in the city. It's not a big issue, but given where you're going, it might become an issue. But you can either eat them or just take them more like seasoning or as a dose. There are 4, enough for 4 meals, and if you take one, you are able to heal a hit die's worth without expending a hit die. And, Murray, because you rolled so incredibly well on this, you have a good suspicion that they would work on Robin as well.
Oh, good, okay.
Because they are not healing in the divine sense.
Gotcha. It's just they're
much
good
more
for you.
Similar to your bandage type of healing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Very cool.
I would even go so far as to say, given again you rolled a natural 20 on that, so if you spent time, like say a short rest worth, you could powder them up, grind them up, and say drop them in a potion of healing and increase that potion of healing by that amount. There's lots of methods.
Okay,
you
so
can
essentially adding that d6 onto a potion of healing instead of using it as a ration.
Well, whoever drinks it would be adding a hit die when they when they use the potion. Like, let's say Amelia drinks a potion of healing that has it in there. She'd roll the 2d4 plus 2, and then also roll a hit die and add that to it.
Huh. Okay.
But you wouldn't lower your hit die amount. It just makes them more potent. It literally is like just throwing 5-hour energy or a bunch of caffeine into your healing potion. Take out a healing potion, throw a shot of espresso in there, and just down it.
Okay. So,
but you would need a short rest to do something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, Amelia, as you are helping, Mary is explaining this to you, and she is explaining it so, like, this knowledge just comes so easily to her that, like, it's hard to tell if it comes from, like, her cooking background or her healing background, but, like, she knows this backwards and forwards.
Okay. She's fairly quiet for most of it. Tries to absorb most of the. Well, she's actually fairly smart, so she kind of gets lost in almost memorizing the information, trying to file away the names of each of the mushrooms and what they're good for, things like that.
Okay. Gotcha. Ross, you finish mending Kitty as much as you can. Kitty is 12. That's not bad. It's not bad rolling for Kitty. By the way, she would also no longer be small, as the concentration broke when it died.
Mm-hmm. Back to her direwolf size.
Indeed. Have you already healed her?
Yeah, I already did.
Just making sure. Okay. So you guys kind of gather yourselves just a little bit. Do you continue on?
Now let's go home.
Fair enough. Shala's waiting.
Yeah. I might be a little bit leery of the water after the brief claw.
Yeah. So you guys make your way around, and you find that there does at first appear to be like a small hallway leading off down over here, but it turns out just to be an alcove of the cave. It doesn't lead to anywhere, just more rocky walls. Your only real options to you, other than going back up the spiral stairs, is to continue on around and take the bridges. So you take this bridge down to here, and then that bridge down to here, or you can take this bridge down to here.
Can I send Kitty down first? Whichever
Yeah,
one we choose to
absolutely. Sure you could.
go. Anybody have a preference?
Not really. I mean, we don't even know which one leads to a door at all.
Oh. Someone violently objected, I think. You guys okay, whoever that was?
Maybe.
Not it.
Not it.
Kitty, no!
From tank.
Get her off the carpet.
Oh no.
She's leaking oil. Sorry, I forgot. Oops. Yep.
Sure. Which bridge do you want to send Kitty down?
Let's go the one with the arrow right now.
Okay. All right.
So.
Kitty, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. If we get over here, can we see anything down either of these?
Yes. Roll me a perception check.
Oh God, hold on, just close. All right. Perception. Nope.
There's rock ledges down there.
Mm-hmm.
Looks kind of misty as the water below you is fairly frothy and slapping against the sides of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
It seems very clear that the raging storm outside is causing the ocean to be rather unpleasant tonight. Actually, it's the morning by this point.
Mm-hmm. That seems about right.
You can tell that there doesn't seem to be any immediately noticeable entrance or exit. This seems to just be a jut of stone from what you can see where you are.
Got it.
Alright, so you send Kitty down this one, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Kitty slowly makes her way. It's considered difficult terrain, but she just moves carefully and slowly. Makes her way down the rope ladder to the rock ledge below. At which point, Kitty can see what looks to be 2 large metal doors with very pretty wooden engravings on it that are the shapes of large snakes.
Okay. Do we want... Well, she made it across safe and didn't wake anything up. Do we want to go that way? Do we want to have her walk across to the other one?
I mean,
I'm just kind of using her to make sure the bridges aren't like trapped or gonna collapse or something jumps out of movement.
yeah, it's not a bad idea to just check and see if the other one is sturdy as well.
Okay, so she will continue across that bridge. I don't know why it stopped. Okay.
Sure.
So across this bridge to the others to that side.
So you start crossing that bridge. I would like Kitty to make me an acrobatics check, please.
Okay. Just waiting for something to happen.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
So
that's awesome.
As Kitty starts walking up that rope ladder to the ledge above her, her foot hits one of the planks and it shatters, and the whole rope shakes violently and begins to topple over. Have a Kitty make me your choice. It just kind of depends on what Kitty's trying to do. It can be an athletics check to try and grab onto the rope with her mouth, or an acrobatics check to try and leap to safety somewhere.
She will do athletics because she's stronger and she's got those robot hands.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and do an athletics check.
Okay.
So Kitty, instinctually, she's a robot. Kitty quickly latches onto the rope itself as it begins to splinter and fray and fall. And you see as Kitty swings almost Tarzan style into the cliffside over here and bangs against the wall, but she manages to keep a grip with her teeth, and she's just hanging there. If you would please go ahead and make me one more athletics check with Kitty. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Even
so
better?
before anyone can do anything, you notice Kitty is using her robotic hands and her muzzle, climbing the vertical rope bridge on her own with like a low mechanical growl as Kitty slowly but steadily makes her way up to the platform. Because
well, that's... Yep.
Because ain't no bridge gonna stop Kitty. Apparently.
That could have been a problem.
Could have. Good luck fishing a metal fox out of the ocean. The bridge is, for all intents and purposes, broken and dangling on both ends. Roll a perception check with advantage with Kitty, please.
Okay.
Okay. Kitty looks around and sniffs around, and she doesn't notice any apparent reason for, or anything on this ledge, any doors or any forms of exit. It very much does seem to be just a stone ledge.
Okay. Well. How far down is Kitty?
Kitty's about maybe 15 feet down, but down from where Rhea and Aras are. And then the lowest platform where she went to first is probably a good 25 feet down. Maybe 30. It's a ways.
Okay.
Like that lowest platform where she was first, that's like 5-10 feet above the water. It's very far down there.
So Aras will walk over, like, above where she is, and lower down a rope for Kitty to tie on herself. So,
Okay.
in case that happens again.
Sure.
Trying to think of how that would work. Is it just a sheer cliff down to that platform?
Fairly sheer. It's not like
Okay,
smooth, but it's fairly vertical.
Okay, I will, unless anybody's gonna stop me, walk down the platform to where Kitty is. And so I'm standing on that platform and then have Kitty walk across the third bridge. Because I'm a completionist.
Sure. Nothing wrong with a little bit of completionism. Kitty is able to slowly and carefully walk across that bridge. That one also seemed to be fairly sturdy.
Okay. So I will come back up and tell the rest of the group as we walk down to where Rhea is. Just don't use the broken one.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to use the...
I mean...
So... The two rope bridges seem to be sturdy enough. If they can handle Kitty, they can handle everyone else at least one at a time, right? Excuse me. So... What would you guys like to do?
Which way should we go down?
Just the short bridge, I'm assuming the one with the door?
The bottom one is, yeah, towards the bottom of the map.
Mm-hmm. And, we can go across one at a time.
And the door with the snakes on it is the only door down. We don't see anything else.
The only one that has been noticed, correct.
Okay. Well, that's the only thing that we know of. Rhea will start carefully making her way across.
Mm.
Okay. I will go ahead and let you all know that it counts as difficult terrain. You have to be careful as you cross it, but you're able to climb down steadily. The rope is very secure and fairly well maintained.
Yeah.
And you find yourself in front of the doors. Do the rest of you follow suit?
I follow behind Rhea.
Okay.
Yes. Miri will go last.
Majenko would flutter back over to Muri's shoulder as well.
Yeah, I'll pull him down.
Is Kitty going?
Yeah, sorry.
Kitty's just taking a second. Just give her a moment. She almost fell. You all stand before these doors. They're rather large. They're probably about 15 feet tall and probably 5 feet wide each. So 10 feet, total.
Who wants to check for traps?
Amelia will investigate.
I mean, you guys could just open it, just kick it.
I got it.
Amelia will investigate.
Kick!
I'll assist
Gotcha.
Amelia.
Roll investigation, please, with advantage.
Oh, but I wanted to roll to kick.
Uh-huh.
Try and do that.
Amelia and Ross kind of comb over the door carefully. You don't see any locks or traps that you're aware of. These doors, while elegant and heavy, do not appear designed to keep things out.
Okay, and no traps, no tripwires, no...
Nothing that you have seen, no.
Okay. Amelia will very gently mage hand it open, or at least attempt to.
Those doors, you're going to know right now, those doors are like 5 feet wide, 15 feet tall, solid wood. That mage hand's not going to do anything.
What about 2 mage hands?
What about 2 mage hands and Rhea hands?
And Rhea hands, yes. 2 mage hands, no. These are not exactly on the most oiled of hinges.
Okay.
Think like heavy castle doors. These things take some effort to open.
So, once they're done going over it, unless someone stops her, she looks around at everyone. The door.
Give me a moment as I move.
And a dex save.
A moment and a dex save. Give me a second. I gotta move your tokens and I gotta reveal a bit of the map.
Sure, it's not a charisma save. I'm real good at those. Got a plus 14.
I need an intelligence save.
Oh,
I could do that.
As mind flayers come out.
Ah, shit.
don't know why
Are
that's
there
an
actually
advantage.
any intelligence saves? I never see that for any.
They exist. And Wings, I think, can back me up on this, but they're fairly rare.
Don't worry. You'll encounter them soon enough.
No.
Aren't there like intellect devourers, or were those from a previous version?
There are
Yes.
intellect devourers, yes. Oh, hang on a second.
so that should not have been at advantage, but it is because of the poison.
I'm sorry, say what?
So I have the protection from poison still on me.
I
So.
was joking. You don't have to roll an intelligence
Oh.
saving throw. No, my apologies.
Thought we were done with jokes with the dex thing. I was like, oh no. Okay.
I was just choosing intelligence. Oh, what? I don't want to move Robin's imaginary friend.
I do.
I went to
by
grab
the
a
time we
Ross
come
and it
down
grabbed
here.
your illusion.
Just let it go. Just delete it. It's
Gotcha.
fine.
If you guys scroll over to your right on the map, you will see. Why is everyone's token still there instead of where I moved you to? Do you guys see your tokens moved at all?
No, they're still on the same spot.
Nope.
What? That's really weird because on my map they're totally moved.
Just did we move ourselves?
Is very moving
There
very
goes
slowly.
the illusion guy.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
goes
Oh, there
Ross.
goes Ross.
What is happening? I didn't do this.
There goes
This is
illusion
not me.
guy.
No, I can move my own tokens, so...
There goes
Yeah.
the Ross.
Wait, I did not do
There
that,
goes
though.
Rhea.
I'm doing
No, I
this.
think it's just
Okay.
behind.
Well, no, it's not behind because it certainly moved a Ross somewhere I did not put her.
Oh. Hmm.
But it's
I'm
fine.
telling you, it's Ghost, guys.
We got everything now. Everything's working now. Everything's on track. What is it Hansel said? We're fine now. Everything's fine. Large leak, very dangerous.
Mm.
Um, So, Rhea, you open the doors with the help of some mage hands, and the doors creak open slowly. And as the door opens, you look upon 4 lit braziers that illuminate a vast chamber in a cathedral-like space made all the more immense by its lack of benches or other concessions to comfort. The floor is polished tan marble, with walls rising up to the form of a domed ceiling 60 feet above you. Aclos line these walls, 6 in all, inside of which stand human-sized statues of a tiger-headed man. To the south, a few steps lead up to a pulpit-like area where 3 more statues of the same figure, the central one being twice as tall, and holding out before him 2 lances from which hang flags. To the left is the flag of Corvosa, and to the right bears the Arcona coat of arms. Sitting on the steps in front of the dais, let me go ahead and reveal these, sits what is obviously a Rakshasa. Let me go ahead and show you an image. What the? Where did my image go? Give me a second. Gabe, you betray me. You take away my images and my storytelling, and it's useless. It's a flip table.
So I say if Squee can't find it in the next fuck.
You spoke too soon.
Alright.
Never mind.
Sitting on the steps with 2 very large, what look like cobras, kind of wrapped around him. His hands, the reversed hands that look strange, curled around one and scratching the chin of another, looks up calmly as the doors open and he sees you. I had not expected visitors. If you are here, armed as you are, then you are not guests. You are intruders, are you not? And he makes no threatening motions. He continues to sit there. Scratching the chin of the cobra. The cobras look at you and flick their tongues out but then sway back and forth. The wrong door shuts. Door.
Yeah, sorry. Can we go now?
Everyone just stares at him and like closes the door.
Nice and slow too.
Jesus Christ.
Mary flicks her beak. Are you not also an intruder? Unless, I believe, your last name is Arconus.
He tilts his head, his tiger ears laying flat. Perhaps you could consider me that, though I have been here for many years. Tell me, is your purpose to enter the labyrinth?
Is your purpose to prevent this?
That is my role, yes. And again, not standing up, not making any threatening motions, he continues to scratch the chin of the cobra. And should it come to that, I do hope you give me a worthy fight.
So fucking sick for Sasha's right now.
It's Ria's fault. It was her reading.
You brought this upon us, Ria.
Yeah, I changed everything just for that, obviously. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Mary shakes her head. Unfortunately, we must.
He nods. Of course. Putting down his spoon, apparently. Of course.
That's the cobra's name. One is spoon, one is fork.
One would not make it in front of me without dedication and purpose. My name is Avidu. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Yawning silence.
Yes. Mary clicks her beak again. I share the city's name.
Your name is Corvosa.
It was not always, but yes.
Me too.
Alright.
He studies you. And give me a second here.
Me too.
Well, it is.
I mean, technically, just the way you said it.
He seems to study you impassively. And he says, as long as the name has meaning, then it serves its purpose. And he stands up slowly. I am to guard this entrance, to not let any through. Yet, I have other desires as well. Perhaps there is a way to prevent combat.
Ria, you can't do that! Oh my god.
Robin, you are not helping.
He's so proud.
And what could you possibly want from us?
Relief.
I'm sorry, what?
He holds up his left hand, and you see it, on his ring finger is a black band. A band so dark that it's as if you're staring at a starless sky. This is an item that has been with me for many years, and I have grown weary of its power. I wish to be rid of it, but it can only be given away willingly to another. Once worn, it is bound to the user until they can convince another to willingly and of sound mind take it. Take this from me and put it on, and we will have no quarrel.
What does it do?
It is a cursed item. It grants strength at a terrible cost every morning.
Was there something after every morning?
Right? Yeah.
Nope. He's saying it grants strength at a terrible cost every morning.
And what does that cost?
He shrugs. It is different for everyone, I would suppose. You are not Rakshasa, so I cannot be sure. But know that it is cursed, and it is an item that brings more sorrow than joy.
Squee, can you pull me into Whisper Chat real quick? I have a question.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh boy.
We'll be back. Hi.
Hey, so Greater Restoration. One curse, including the target's attunement to a cursed magic item.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if I cast that?
Well, also there's Remove Curse, which is another spell I believe clerics have. Most of the time it works. However, you, Murray, specifically would be aware that there are certain items, if they are incredibly powerful or legendary, that can only be removed through certain terms and conditions. Like, for example, I know you're not in that campaign, but in Strahd, Jalen's curse cannot be removed by a simple spell. There is more to it than that.
Gotcha. I'm betting this is the latter.
You know from the power of the being that stands in front of you, if a simple restoration or remove curse could remove it, he would have been rid of it a long time ago.
That's too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. Okay, let's worth a shot.
You back up?
Yeah.
This is centuries.
Hi.
Hi, Squee. Can I roll an Arcana on that shit to see if I know what kind of curse
Yeah,
stuff?
roll me an Arcana check.
I'll
Roll high.
Roll a fucking Arcana. Boop. No.
You don't know anything about that particular item, as there are far more magical items than you could ever study or know. But you do know that there are many magic rings, some of them cursed. I will tell you, both of you and Aras, kind of what I told Murray, because as we just spoke, you know enough about curses and magic to know that many curses can be removed through spells like Greater Restoration or Remove Curse. However, given the power of the being that stands in front of you, and with that check, if it were that easily removed, this thing probably would have been rid of it long ago. There are some curses, like Jalen, who require very specific conditions to remove as opposed to a spell.
Can I roll an Arcana just to see what I would get?
Yeah, by all means.
I want to wear it.
Are you fucking serious?
And who can take it?
Robin wants it, apparently.
He's offering it to anyone.
Yeah.
He just wants to be rid of it, and he says that it must be taken willingly from him and worn.
Does that 19 mean anything?
It does. Give me a second here.
God damn it.
And Ross, if your plan doesn't work, he will take it.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Christ. Okay.
Let's hold off on taking it for a moment.
Come on, Rhea.
Just give me a sec.
Rhea, you're not incredibly familiar with the item itself, but there is something about it that is familiar. When you were young and training to be a paladin, your sister, who at that point in time was a young paladin who was freshly raised to the ranks and making a name for herself, had found an artifact. It was a gauntlet. And this reminds you of that because the gauntlet itself also looked black, like staring into a starless sky. And it was an artifact of Zon Cthon, who is the half-brother of your god, and not the nicest individual.
I know exactly who that motherfucker is. So, Rhea will hold a hand up to everyone, and looking at the Rakshasa, she's just going to ask him, "What is your cost?"
My cost.
You say it comes with a price.
He nods and he looks down at his hand. Every morning as the sun rises, my body is ravaged. I have given more strength, but I pay for it through constant pain. After the centuries go by, I begin to weary of it. I wish to be rid of it. I wish it enough that I would spare you and even let you enter the horrors beyond, uncontested. But for the ring to be removed, it must be given willingly to one who understands the decision they make. And as you can imagine, that is not easily found.
That looks like an item of Zon Cthulhu.
His eyes narrow a little bit with glowing and blue intensity, and he nods. You have a trained eye, young warrior. This is indeed an artifact of his. It is called the Ring of Hunger.
Obviously, I'm assuming that Rhea would have learned plenty about Zon Cthulhu.
Sure.
Because he is basically the opposite and the brother to her goddess, but I don't know.
Nice dude.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how much you would have her know about it. Do I need to do a religion check, or?
No, I would say, especially Rhea, given her personality, would know all about him, and how, despite the fact that he is very evil, it's a very strange relationship that your paladins have with him.
Mm-hmm.
Your followers, the followers of Shellen and the followers of Zon, tend to give each other a certain amount of respect and distance.
Yeah.
Despite how evil they are, Shellen kind of has you back off. It's almost like cops turning a blind eye to a very specific type of criminal.
Mm-hmm. And I know as a player that sometimes followers of Zon Cthulhu, they will help followers of Shellen.
Correct.
Rhea's just gonna shake her head. He's an evil god. A god of pain. They call him the Prince of Pain.
The tiger's lips curl up in what looks like a grin or maybe a snarl. Compared to my mistress, the mother of night, Loth, the Spider Queen, he is impressive but pales.
I don't think we should have anything to do with that. She'll kind of whisper to the party.
Would you rather fight him? Because shrugs, don't necessarily mind pain. It's a risk I would rather take than have any of you take.
Robin, you're just important. You're just as important as the rest of us.
And I have a higher tolerance than the rest of you.
Amelia starts walking forward.
Nope. Robin grabs his hand and pulls it off.
I'm sorry, he what?
Yeah, he's going to run forward and grab it, grab the ring and just take it off and make the decision. He's not going to let Amelia go do this. She's already done. He's got enough problems facing multiples.
Oh my god.
I mean...
Oh boy.
Are you both gonna try and get past Rhea standing in the doorway there?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm weary, standing right next to you.
Alright, so...
Oh boy.
Yes, no, wait. Ross, you had a statement as well, yes?
Yeah, I was gonna, ask who could, or I was gonna look at Kitty and have her walk forward. I mean, you just said a person who can understand it. Didn't say that it had to be living or humanoid.
Ooh.
And she'll kind of walk up in front of him and,
well,
if she can...
No, hang on. You're going to have to roll initiative because a lot of people want to do a lot of things right now. So I'd like everyone to roll me initiative at the moment.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm fine as long as I can stop Amelia.
Apparently, except for the bad guys who are not attacking yet. They're just sitting over there, minding their own business.
Fucking hell, Rhea.
Oh, Rhea!
We also need
my
God. You're gonna
Robin,
and I'm gonna have to kill you, and it's gonna suck. Why did you do this? Stupid females. Oh, it's getting me in trouble.
Ross, you act first. What do you do?
I will grab onto Robin's arm, and I will send Kitty in front. all the way up to, sure, why not? Right there, and just sit patiently waiting, like, and have like her robot hand out, one of them out.
The Rakshasa would stare down at it and then look up. Is this some sort of joke?
You said it had to be someone who was understood.
Someone, not something. Do not insult me. This thing has no life. And he looks down at it. I can see it. It is metal and gears and magic. Nothing more. Amelia. Your turn.
So she's going to walk up and hold out her hand.
Oh boy.
We can't tackle her or nothing. Because she's already dying.
She left my threatened square. It's an attack of opportunity.
Oh my god!
Attacks of opportunity are only basic attacks, not grapples.
What's the difference? I'm gonna whack her.
Oh my god.
Area just beat her.
So here's the thing. It's always a complicated situation when players are trying to affect other players, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only safe way to do it, the only fair way to do it is through initiative. So unfortunately, Wings, I am sorry.
Well,
But,
I'll just be here forever. It's fine.
I know. If only Kitty was real, boy. I mean, Aras, you and I know that was an unfair description, but as far as it's concerned, it's basically a golem.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a mechanical servant, but yeah, I get it. It was worth a shot.
Yeah, I know it was a clever idea. It'd be like somebody invisible servant to be like, Jethro, go get the ring. Amelia, are you doing this?
Real quick. Oh god. Hang on, hold up, wait a minute. Oh, okay, yeah. So as she starts to hold out her hand, Annika actually appears in front of her and holds out her hand. Will I do?
It's a soul.
Give me a second.
She gives the Rakshasa a big shiny smile.
He looks at her. You are not corporeal, you are a ghost. You cannot wear a ring. He holds his hand out to Amelia, which, I'm sorry, it's true. Annika can't wear equipment.
I know that, but she tried.
I know she did.
Yeah, so Amelia actually holds her hand out further and it goes through the torso of Annika, and Annika looks down a little surprised and turns to Amelia. She holds out her hand.
Avadu slowly reaches out with his left hand and encompasses it in yours, and his touch is surprisingly soft and warm. And within a second, he looks to you into your eyes and says, "Do you accept the Ring of Hunger and all of its gifts and costs?"
Very, very quietly, she nods and says, "I do."
And in that moment, you feel a searing pain on your ring finger as Avadu relinquishes his hand and breathes a sigh of relief. You, however, I need you to roll me a d8 plus 15.
Okay.
Your hit point maximum is reduced by 19, and your strength goes up by 4 points.
Oh.
So
Okay.
your hit point maximum goes down, 19, so 62, 53? But your strength goes up to 15.
No, it's 72.
No, your strength
Wait.
was 72, minus 19.
Wait. My hit points?
Your hit points, sorry.
Okay.
Your hit points
There's
go
too
down.
many numbers going on.
So here's how this ring works. Every morning at dawn, or the first time you put it on, you roll a d8 plus 15. That number is the number your maximum hit points are reduced for that day. And the number you roll on the die is how many points your strength score goes up for that day.
Oh.
So in theory, you could have a strength of 19 if you rolled high enough, but you'd also be have your maximum hit points reduced by 23 for the entire day. Amelia, non-mechanically, narratively, the ring is constant crippling pain. It's so much so that it actually seems to be sucking out part of your life force and invigorating you with it. It's a very strange, weird sensation. You feel energized. You feel stronger than you've ever felt. You feel like you could lift up one of these statues. But there's pain. A terrible pain. Constant and throbbing. The rest of you see a black as midnight band around her ring finger, the ring finger angry and red as if it was just seared.
Cool. So she bites back any sound and just slowly breathes in and shakily breathes out. And she looks up at the Rakshasa.
The Rakshasa has a face of relief, and he says, "The ring is yours. It can only be given to one who fully understands what they are getting themselves into, as you did. You must recite the same words. Do you accept the Ring of Night with all its strengths and costs?" And
You mean hunger?
Ring of Hunger, thank you. And once you have worn it and given it away, you can never wear it again. And with that, he slowly turns and begins walking away. "I will not stop you. I will not fight you as you have given me a boon. My pets, on the other hand, are another story."
Of course.
We're gonna keep initiative. But hey,
Do we have to?
you're not fighting a really powerful Rakshasa. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Would I be able to do an action now, or?
What do you want to do?
Oh, I was going to cast a spell. I can wait if not.
No. You just spent your entire turn getting a lovely artifact that's gonna make you super strong. It's gonna be cool.
Okay, hang on. Let me. Where do I write my original fucking stats? Because otherwise, I'm gonna lose track of everything.
I don't know.
You have,
no.
Yeah, that too.
So your strength is normally 11, and your hit points are normally a max of 72. And we'll just remember every morning at dawn, you will roll again. Make sense? And keep in mind, this is your maximum hit points, meaning you can't be healed back up past whatever it's reduced.
Yeah. So her strength is now 15, or no, 16.
16,
Wait,
correct?
15. Wait,
You rolled a 4. It's 15.
15, yes. I can math. And then her HP is what?
Is 53.
Cool.
A good thing the spongiest character that needs strength the least didn't take the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean, she can hand it over at some other time.
But hey, man, you feel strong.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting feeling as well, Amelia. I need to impress upon you. You feel roided out. You feel like you want to use your hands, like you want to lift something. You want to just pump out. You just want to go lift weights, bro. But you feel that sort of invigoration, that sort of restlessness that you want to just break or lift or do something. You know what I mean?
Interesting. Well, on the plus side, her lowest modifier is now a 2 to everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's good. All right, I'm gonna give Kitty that same initiative as Ross. All right, Murray. Murray, it's your turn.
God, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry.
It's Moira's turn.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Robin. She rolled first.
No, I'm so mad. I keep failed in complete mission to protect female. Female leaps forward in a fire. Fails immediately. Like, someone put me down. I lost.
Could you guys
Somebody
imagine?
please.
Could you guys imagine a Robin with an 18 strength?
He doesn't care.
I know.
Rio with a 23 strength.
Oh please, like Ria would ever touch that thing.
You could just give it to like.
If it saves one of her friends.
Yeah, that's true. No, but I think giving it to the caster is the best option here. The spongy caster. Murray, it's your turn. The cobras.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck to do.
Yeah, the cobras have like extended their neck frills wide and are starting to hiss.
Oh, fuck's sake.
I will let you guys know now that he's gone. He was a bad dude. So, yay, kudos. Them tough decisions, huh?
Yeah, this is great and fun. Having a great time. Fuck me. Hold on.
The spirit of Chad. You guys see Amelia just
games,
pounding
bro.
monsters.
I don't really have anything to do right now.
Fireball.
Oh, I wish. God, that would be terrifying. A cleric with fireball.
Yeah, can't imagine one of those.
Yeah.
Delilah.
I mean, there's also, Cheap Chip, but...
Well, yeah, that's true. But there's actually a cleric class that they're like a, I forget what they are, but they're like a blaster class. They have fireball and other things. Delilah's one of them. Can't heal for crap, but she can throw
Light
fireballs.
cleric.
Man, I don't know. Mary's a little bit in shock right now.
Mary just gives up, throws up her hands,
Yeah,
walks away.
Oh god. How much time has she invested into protecting these kids, and
Right.
this one just walks up and takes a cursed item just because.
Oddly enough, I think she and Robin have the same sentiment right now. Like, I try so hard to protect these people.
Oh yeah. Both sharing the same just downtrodden look of pure shock.
Yeah, just like they're standing right next to each other, just turn to look at each other. Let's see.
Oh, Amelia, you're writing down your magical item, yes?
Yeah.
You should also write down. Hang on. It's not copy pasting for me. Just write this down. I'll get you the whole thing later. But write this down for now. It's every morning at dawn. You roll a d8 plus 15. It reduces your hit points maximum by that amount. You get the number on the die added to your strength. The ring can only be given to someone once a week. And if once you give it up, you cannot wear it again. But in 7 days, you can give it to someone else who's willing.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I can't cast anything that's 30 feet to get to it. And I don't think that has a good range. Oh, it does. I lied. Let's see. Amelia, you're in the hot seat right now. Weria is going to cast... Hold on, let me target you. She's going to cast Shield of Faith on you.
Bless.
I mean, I can do that too. Give me a second.
No. Shield of Faith. Shield of Faith.
Nice.
Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Enjoy. So a +2 to your AC.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Anything else for your turn, Mori?
Just sort of stare in shock.
Gotcha.
Is it very clear that we have now started combat?
Uh-huh. These things are looking to attack.
Oh, fun. We're about to test whether or not these things have the same magic resistance as Rakshasa do. Winner's gonna cast Sacred Flame at the one on the left.
Gotcha. Go ahead and control-click and cast it. Hit it. Or try to.
Yeah, I don't know. Shot in the dark.
It fails. You do damage to it. These are not Rakshasa.
Thank God.
Yeah. Okay. You hit it.
Oh,
it
and
does sear.
another D8 will have radiant damage.
Oh, yeah.
Well, much as that did.
Every little bit helps. All right. Amelia. Hi. Snakes. They, the one to your left rears up and snaps at you. And hits you with a 26. Doing 13 points of piercing damage and roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, I have resistance, don't I? Or I have...
You do!
Whatever.
Yes, you do!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah,
Right.
it doesn't matter. It's 19.
You're fine. You're good. You're fine. Alright?
It's fine.
It's fine. Everyone's fine. All fine. The other one's going to attack you as well. As they both just snap at you. And that one misses. Alright. I mean, all things considered, this combat is a lot different without that Rakshasa there.
Oh, tell me about it.
Robin!
Sorry, Robin.
There is a vast amount of under-breath cussing.
Confront her publicly, Robin.
Yeah, he's gonna run up to there. He's going to take attack. And as he stabs at this thing, he's going to look to his right and go, "Are you fucking stupid?" Because he's very angry, actually, at this point.
Is this in common?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, it is. He feels the need to say something as he's going to stab this thing at it.
I hope you understand how much precedent this is setting. Robin's cussing out a female that
He
he considers a
occasionally
friend.
gets mad.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes.
Right? You pissed him off. Well done, Amelia.
Oh, I forgot my sneak.
Yes, please add your sneak to it.
God, what is my sneak? I know.
Amelia's got him so flustered, he's forgotten his sneak attack.
Wow. Congratulations.
Oh, God.
And
So
congratulations
there's
on your new
4.
gift. So
And 5.
6 plus 8, right? So 14?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
6 plus 9.
What? What?
Plus 9.
What do you mean plus 9?
7 plus 2.
Oh, right. Yes. Sorry. 15. Thank you.
Yeah,
I was like, where's the extra 9 coming from? Alright, Robin. Yes, hit it. Did damage.
Okay. And that's all it's going to do. Bonus action dodge.
Gotcha. Understood. Rhea. Hey, she's wearing one of Zon's artifacts. Good times.
Don't like that.
That's fine.
Alright, Rhea. Let's see if you can hit today. Let's see. Oh, and I had activated my materia, which lasts for...
Yes, you did. Lasts for 8 hours, I believe.
Yeah, I was trying to remember when I activated it, but I had it during the last combat, I believe.
You activated it right before you fought the spore thing, so you're fine.
Yeah,
You're still
so
in the
it should
first
still be
hour
on.
At least. That's a hit. Ooh, nice damage. 12 points of damage to the Cobra.
One more.
And that's also a hit. Meanies attacking.
Another 8.
Didn't do nothing to you. Anything else for you?
My action movement. Bonus action, I will give inspiration to Amelia.
Gotcha.
At a plus 6 or plus 4?
It's a d6.
D6, okay.
Rarity, who the fuck knows? Cursed as fuck. Cost everything. Yes, I would just also add that it can only be transferred. I would add this because it's important. In order to transfer, it has to be given to someone who is fully aware of what they are doing. You must recite the words, "Do you accept the ring of hunger with all its strengths and costs?" And it can only be given once a week. And you can't wear it again once you give it away. I know, that's a lot of extra stuff to add, but it's important not to forget that part. Aras!
So Aras is, aiming at the Cobra number 1.
Wearing
Bang, bang, bang.
a gun barrel sneaks over your shoulder.
Oh,
She's
I
not
guess
tall enough for that. It has to
she
go.
would- sorry, step to
It
the
has to
side.
go around or under.
It goes like through the crook in her elbow. Alright, yeah, no, Aras steps to the side. That's a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's okay. I can do it again.
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Nice. You hit it
24.
hard. This one's not looking good.
And Kitty will also attack Cobra 1.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there we go.
Kitty has really been on point today.
It.
Blocking the fungal monster, climbing her way up the vertical rope,
Mhm,
trying
mhm.
to take an
But-
artifact.
Oh wait, she has advantage because of.
Yes, she does. Pack
um,
tactics.
Yep. So
That's a hit.
15. Nope. Oh, it is. Okay, awesome. So
And
8
do
points.
8 more damage to the Cobra. Nice. That Cobra's not looking so hot. Yes, it would do a strength save, wouldn't it?
Yes. I wasn't sure how you could trip a snake, but yeah.
Wait a second here. Yeah.
I imagine she just grabs its tail and yanks.
Nope. It's really hard to trip a snake.
Oh.
I mean, you could. I'm just saying that it rolled really well.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
All right. Anything else for your turn? Kitty?
No.
Gotcha. Amelia.
What?
Oh, who did we lose?
What just happened?
Look what
Oh,
you've
it was
done.
Wally.
Wally, what
Oh.
happened?
So oh, cube. Oh, really? Oh, that's not it.
Wally, where'd you go, buddy?
Cool.
Oh, I see. All right.
What happened?
Keep going. I'll just I gotta restart PowerShell. It ran into it.
Gotcha. So Amelia's going to move over here, still within striking distance, because these assholes are.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine. I forgot. That should have been those attacks should have been with advantage on you, but it's fine. They're fine.
So yeah, they fail, and she casts that at 4th level because fuck these guys. So, wait, hang on. 1, 2, and.
Oh, nice. Which one? Oh, you're doing Thunderwave damage to them?
Yes. So they're both caught in it.
Yeah. Give me 1 second here. Let's see if I fixed Wally. Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
All right, welcome back, puppers. So what is that? 20 points of damage?
Yeah.
One of them is dead.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's dead. The other one, not so much. Anything else for your turn?
She just looks over at Robin, just like, listen, I'm sorry, all right? She's going to scoot over here.
I don't know, Robin. Does she sound sincere? Got a problem, actually.
What?
Thunderwave is a 15-foot cube. If you hit both of them, you also hit Rhea, Robin, and a kitty.
No, I did the...
No, she recentered it.
No, you can't.
There was a cube on screen.
It's centered on... Well, it's centered on you. But... that's a tough thing. It's a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. You can't be in the center of it.
Yes.
You're not in the center of the square. The square starts at you and reaches outwards. In other words, you would be taking the damage too otherwise.
What?
So here, let me show you.
Each creature within 15 feet from you.
So it's like this, not like this. You see what I'm saying? It comes out from you. Can you see that? Here, like that.
Yeah.
It comes out from you. So if you're standing there, it's not centered on you. It's not like this. It comes out from you, meaning it's, well, no, I can't move it. Hang on a second. Let me move you for a second. It would be like starting here, coming out from you.
What? No, because
Yes.
it centers on you. It
No, it
centers
doesn't.
on the self.
That's not what it says.
Range self.
That's not what it says. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. You are not centered on it.
Can I argue that?
Sure.
When it sweeps out from you, it is an AoE, whereas when it is a cone.
Yeah, it's like with what is it, Gust? It's the spell centers around you and moves out.
It's just she can't cast it like 10 feet over there. It has to be on top of her body.
That does make sense. Alright, sure. I might look it up later, but I mean that to me makes perfect logical sense, so I'll go with it. Never mind then. Did I have you in the right place? Is that the square you were in?
That's where I wasn't previously, so I scooted over here
Gotcha.
to give advantage to anyone who wants to play.
I am all fine with logical arguments, and that makes sense.
Mhm.
I feel like it was something else. Maybe I could be wrong on this. Maybe it was you have the option of doing it that way.
I've never heard of it like that.
I don't know. I'll look it up later.
Yeah.
I'll look
Yeah,
it
I
up.
just
AoE
looked it up.
spell that
I'll
looks like
send
that.
what I've found so far.
But in any case, you guys convinced me. Robin and Rhea are safe. They're not dead.
Yay!
How horrible would it have been? Robin, I'm sorry. Boom.
I mean, at this point, he's expecting it with how mad he is. Fine.
Oh my god.
Anything else, Amelia?
Nope.
Okay. Where it's your turn.
Christ. And her kids are fighting.
I know.
all gone to hell, Miri.
Oh, unfortunately that cobra saved. No sacred flame for it.
Back.
Anything else, Murray?
No, I'm trying not to cast a ton of spells.
I understand. You guys got a whole labyrinth ahead of you.
Yeah, we're not even in it yet.
What about Majinko?
Machenko will hop over to Ross and give her advantage.
Gotcha. Sweet. Nice. Cobra number 2 is like spinning around and continuing its attack on Emil. It smells blood. It misses blood. Well, alright then. Robin! I believe you have advantage on this.
So Robin's going to take an attack, try and do as much as he can. So to my sneaky.
Oh, should I point out, not that you plan to use it right now, but just in case, with that long rest in the new dawn, you should have your charge of the dagger root restored to you.
Saving it for boss.
I imagine. I was probably more.
No, use it on the random almost dead snake.
Well, I did say I knew she didn't intend to use it right now, as that snake is getting fucked up. 21 points of damage to El Snako.
Was that at advantage?
It should have.
Might as well roll one more time, just in case.
Oh, also, everything is supposed to be a +1 because I rolled the wrong dagger twice.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, still a hit. So it's 22 points of damage, right?
Yeah. And
Okay.
as he stabs, he's gonna look back. Is sorry really all that you have to say for yourself at this point? You know what kind of decision that was?
The funny part is Amelia's very aware right now.
The snake is like, should I leave? Are you guys good?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense, Rhea. So what I probably read was that you could do it like that, and I was remembering that you had to do it like that. Yeah. Alright, anything else for Robin?
No, just you.
Bonus action dodge.
Yeah, bonus action dodge, thank you.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, that last attack did seem to draw its attention, as while it likes going for Juicy Amelia, it also has a thing called self-preservation.
I thought Rhea was cured of poison.
Not Rhea, I'm sorry, Amelia.
No. It says that Rhea is poisoned.
Why? Rhea?
No, I have
No, it's that she has
advantage on
advantage.
poison saves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, Rhea, are you sucking down poison while we're not looking? Is that...
Don't draw
That's
attention.
another problem Weary doesn't need.
Over there eating
Rhea,
mushrooms off the ground.
Yeah, Rhea just got addicted to the spores.
Jesus.
One hit's all it takes, man. Alright, nice. Hit him for 9. And... Stunning blow. In addition to your standard critical hit damage, you target is stunned for 1 round. You do another 15 points of damage to it. It looks almost dead, and it's stunned. I don't think it's gonna get to go again, guys. Rhea, your rapier sticks it into its mouth and up, out, and out one of its eyes, causing such severe pain that it's literally stunned with agony.
That's fun.
Ross.
Yep, she shoots at it with advantage from Majinko. 25 to hit. I'm
Probably
pretty sure
should
that
just
hits.
shoot Amelia. You don't know what she's become now.
Yep.
And it's dead.
It's dead.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, it was a fun choice, but you guys did make that fight a lot easier on yourselves. At least this fight. Who knows what's going to happen later with that ring. I mean, sorry, I don't mean to give the impression that there's something secret that's going to happen later. I'm just saying Amelia's down a lot of hit points.
I think she made a good decision. Robin's very upset, but
Yeah.
that's nice.
He's just mad he didn't get there first.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, we know he's a masochist.
Yeah. You're not the only masochist here, Robin.
Oh, I can't believe she did that.
Jeez.
Oh no, he knows there's room for Amelia. He's been living it up since he got here. He's trying to help. Teddy bears aren't helping, she just keeps going down the dark side.
Yeah.
So, as the last bullet takes down the snake, the snake dies. There is absolutely no sign anywhere of the Rakshasa, as they have seemed to have left through the labyrinth. You noticed as he left when you were fighting, Amelia especially, but the rest of you probably would have seen this as too, the statue itself spins, and you see as it spins there is a staircase that descends further down.
Okay. So Amelia looks down at the dead snake and then looks at everyone else, kind of like avoids Ria's eyes. I'm sure she's given her quite the stink eye.
No. She's just
No.
disappointed.
Oh no. Oh no. Not disappointed. She takes a step forward and looks over at Robin. If you really still want it, then in a week we can talk.
Glowering, keeping his mouth shut as tight as he possibly can at this moment.
Just gonna roll an insight to see. Like, is he mad about the ring, or is he, like, specifically just pissed? Like, what exactly is he pissed about? Shell would understand. Well, Shell's not here!
He's probably very angry that you took a risk. It looks like there is a mass amount of concern and a whole lot of plotting that's going on right now to try and help you solve the rest of your problems you seem to like to develop for yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He looks like he's like, oh god, I gotta solve that, and then I gotta solve that. Am I gonna have to tie her up at one point so she stops touching stuff? Maybe that got me out of this
And maybe this is
separating soul.
Maybe this is my professional side coming out. It's like trying to help someone on their computer and they keep touching buttons and making it worse.
Yes!
And she's like,
Just
just stop it for 15 minutes, for the love of God.
I was getting somewhere now.
Why did you turn your computer off? Someone was hacking it! That was me!
Oh my god.
You joke, but
I know, you told me that story, Squee. That's why I made it.
it's like, I've been in your computer for 30 minutes. Of course it was me.
Oh my god, people are so fucking... Anyways,
Yeah.
This is the look he's giving Amelia right now.
Oh god. Amelia's quiet for a moment, and she takes a step forward and very quietly says, I am sorry. And
His face mushes up and he pats her head. He rolls his eyes and softens. Just ignores everything, looks back towards Ria.
I'm not trying to cause you trouble.
He looks back at everyone else to see if they're all as upset as he is.
Oh, Robin, absolutely.
Oh god. Everyone's just slowly converging on Amelia.
Ria's just very surprised that somebody took the ring. But I mean, you guys don't seem to like her ideas anyways, so it's not that much surprise.
I'll point out Majenko seems pretty passive anyway, but he doesn't understand what you crazy people do.
Ross is just sitting there talking to Kitty. It's okay. You're a real person to me.
I know. It hurt a little to say that.
If it was my choice, I would have given it to you.
You would have been so strong.
Give it a week.
As a
She's going to
DM
be saying that to the chair.
As a DM, I felt a little bad given how awesome Kitty's been the past 2 sessions. Someone's just completely discounting her.
Robin's going to acknowledge that Mary looks angry, and Ria's probably not looking. And Ross is
Mary
amazingly busy minding her own business.
Mary doesn't look mad.
Huh?
She's just upset. She looks horrified. She doesn't know what this thing is.
To be
It's a
fair,
first
it's
item
hard.
from Zon Cthulhu.
Yeah, it's to be fair, it's fairly hard to read her expressions. So
Can Mary make a quick medicine check before Robin does what he does?
What are you looking for exactly?
Is she okay?
Go ahead and roll me medicine.
With advantage, because I'm helping, please.
Sure, by all means.
they both just like gather around her and start like turning her head around. Like,
Oh yeah, we're fussing.
oh my god.
Wow.
Thank you, Mary.
Oh, you're welcome.
Murray, you're not very familiar with the arcane aspects of this, but you can tell that her ring finger looks very angry and red, and has small red lines jutting up through it that look like angry, like welts or veins. You can tell that Amelia's muscle mass has actually slightly increased. Her arms and chest are more defined than she once was. Her shoulders perhaps just a little bit broader. But
Considering what a noodle she is.
Yep.
Jesus.
But on that said as well, her eyes look a little sunken, her face a little pale. Paler than usual.
I was gonna say, that's just Amelia. Don't make fun of her, Squee.
More so. Like, you're not understanding the magic part of this, but the physical traits are clear to both of you. This ring is stealing, or repurposing, I guess you could say, some of her life force to enhance her strength. But it's very clear to all of you, Amelia especially, but Mary and Robin, that the exchange is not equivalent. This ring is taking way more than it's giving.
Yeah, so Amelia, you watch as she looks you over and the look of concern just deepens. It's like she doesn't even know what to say. She can't make this better. You did this to yourself.
After Robin looks it over with Mary, his lightens. He goes, alright, that's not so bad. It's just gonna be irritating. And he, more pays attention to the bruising around her neck than the ring at that point. It's
Same
not
as it
killing
was this morning.
The ring's not killing her. He can get rid of that.
Yep. Definitely seems to be a symbiotic relationship, if not exactly an even one.
Sure, we can go with that for now.
Well,
He,
as opposed to the other one, which is very much more parasitic.
He licks his thumb and rubs where it's red with his saliva and holds her finger out to Mary. And he says, "Look, she's fine. She'll be fine after. She's just gonna be sore."
Mary shakes her head. I don't think this is going away anytime soon. Either one of her maladies. I will need to devise a treatment plan of some kind.
Or you could just let situations play out as we work towards a common goal of fixing this.
Amelia shakes her head. It's fine. I am enough of a nuisance as is.
Yes, because you keep picking up and putting on strange rings and twisting souls together.
Mary narrows her eyes and shoots Robin a sharp look.
What? I'm being honest.
And her eyes soften and she turns back to me. You're not a nuisance. But please, next time, don't act so rashly.
At least we didn't have to fight another one of those.
We're going to have to fight plenty of them, no matter what we do. And she leans out and places her hand gently on your shoulder. For you to be safe, I would fight any Rakshasa in the world. Do you understand?
Oh, don't do that to her. This is way too much overstimulation. Oh, God. She bites her lip and looks away. We should get going.
We can continue this discussion later. Right now we have stairs waiting for us.
Mary nods and makes eye contact with Robin. This is fixable.
He smiles. I'm sure there's a number of ways we could fix that. And strolls after Rhea and looks to Amelia as he passes her and says, "You're still a nuisance." And winks playfully.
Wait, I have inspiration.
What? Are you really gonna re-roll inspiration on a history check?
Shh, let me do a thing.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
You're welcome to do it. Wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, by all means.
Fucking hell, Rhea.
Oh, honey.
Gotta throw the whole paladin away. Start over.
That's what that roll meant. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
It's mine!
Rules are rules.
Can I give you the bardic inspiration that you gave me?
Can I give myself bardic inspiration?
Nope. There are certain bards that can do that, but you are not one of them.
Had you mentioned something, I could have given you guidance.
I can't give myself inspiration?
Nope.
No, you cannot. You're not the right type of bard.
Lore bards can at a certain level.
Hey, you hear that? You're the wrong kind of bard, Rhea.
Damn. Aww.
Well, you're not the wrong kind of bard. You're just not level 3 yet.
I do.
Not a level 3 bard.
Mm-hmm.
But one day, it'll be great. You'll all see. So, what you guys doing?
Are the stairs still visible,
Yes.
or did they go?
Nope, they're
Okay.
still visible.
Amelia will start to step forward and then pause and then take a step back for the tank to go in front.
Rhea was already going in front.
I
Just doing
push
that.
myself. I move back and I'm gonna put Miri in front of me and put myself in front of Amelia and hang on.
Thank you, Robin.
I now have Amelia's hand, and I'm not giving it back no matter what.
Oh, Jesus.
We've done this.
She has no one to blame but herself.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me a second as I move your tokens down. What order do you want to be in?
Rhea
I think
first.
just order.
Rhea, Miri, Robin, Amelia, Ross, Kitty.
Gotcha. Give me a second here.
And real quick, what was the statue of?
Ooh, yeah, let me.
Isn't that the guy with the pikes?
Statues, human-sized statues of a tiger-headed man. The largest one, the one that you're walking down, is larger, twice as tall as the rest. Carries a lance in each hand, one with the flag of Corvosa, and the other with the Arcona coat of arms.
Oh, okay, that's what that was. Got it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Give me a second as I move all your tokens to the labyrinth. You guys, you're finally there. Woo!
Quest complete.
All right.
Yay,
you know
we
what?
did it. Now we can go home.
I can't see
Woohoo!
both maps. I'm just going to put all your tokens in there and let you guys arrange them how you want.
Where are we?
I will share it with you in just a moment.
I would also say reverse turn order, except switching Robin and Wary if that helped.
Oh, I'm just going to, like I said, I'll just share this. There you go.
Cool.
Oh, are you kidding me? The masks
Wow.
don't cover those. What the heck?
The what?
The mask, the map, the hidden map doesn't cover my little spiral things. What a
Oof.
load of-
Oh, is it because they're still tokens?
Hang on.
You can
See
do it.
what I can do here.
Also, no control.
Oh, I may have put them on the wrong layer. Hang on. Gosh darn it. I will put all your tokens on there again. Give me a second.
Day two, everybody.
You know what? Everyone go grab a drink or whatnot. Have a restroom break. Give me about a minute. I'll get this taken care of.
Okay.
Cool.
Luckily, seeing those little things doesn't really spoil much for you, but it'd be much better if you didn't see all of them. Alright, so first things first, let's get everyone on the map. Oh well, it's just not possible. That's alright then. We're going to do things slightly differently today. You know what? I'm actually going to grab a drink too now that I got this done. We'll be right back. Hello.
Hello.
Kadia,
Mm-hmm.
is that a conversation you need to have in private, or can I just answer?
Just answer.
I don't see a problem with it. Does it give you any boons as far as you can tell?
Uh, I only went through, let me go through the rest. Blah, 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 blah.
I mean, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I would say I would say that would probably give you like advantage on checks pertaining to her specifically,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm fine with.
Because this is...
Kind of her thing. Well, that
Yeah,
wouldn't help
but-
you too much with the artifact, though.
No, that's not what I'm, this is separate.
Gotcha.
I'm attempting to send you now what I found.
Do we have everyone back?
Yes? No? I'm here.
I have rolled
Yeah.
my ready check.
We'll do some
These
roll
are
20
them.
check. Just guys, roll me a roll 20. Roll me a roll 20. Roll me a d20 when you're ready. Gotcha. Tell you what, I'll take a look at that in a little bit.
Cool. Look at the rest
So,
of it.
it's impossible for me to hide my little spinny tokens. So for this dungeon, I am just going to rely upon my lovely player's ability to not metagame, and you're going to see a bit more of the dungeon than normal. But
Stay zoomed in.
yeah, yes, that's a good way to go about it. But the only other, because otherwise it would just have 4 floating discs, and that looks ridiculous. But that's fine. I trust my players. You guys have a amazing aptitude for not metagaming for the most part. No one's perfect.
Are you sure?
Well,
We
no
could
one-
also just be that bad.
What are we
Yes.
bad at?
I was
I mean,
gonna say-
aside from everyone, but like specifically.
I was gonna say no one's perfect. Every player metagames a little bit, but you guys are very good compared to most. You
What
guys
were we
make conscious
metagaming
efforts. No, nothing. I'm saying that I trust you guys to see a bit of the map because I trust that you don't metagame.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
No one's
I was
perfect,
like,
like-
fucking when?
Again, every time, I just think back to handing a rope to Despair, going,
Literally everyone in the group is just like, no.
don't do it. All right. So.
Blue's getting some soup and she'll be right back.
Blasphemy, give her the ring.
No.
God, imagine if that ring was just attunement. You guys could just pass it around as you want.
Oh my god. That would be fucking busted. But also, it wouldn't be nearly as cursed.
Yeah.
All right, who wants it next?
It's funny. I've seen this online, and a lot of people are like, "This ring's awesome. It gives you extra strength points. I'll take that." I'm like thinking, I don't think you're really focusing, unless you're a barbarian or something. Those hit points are really gonna hurt.
Oh yeah, she's already fucking squishy.
I mean, your strength could go up by 4 points, but you'd be losing 25 max HP. That's like 3 or 4 levels of HP.
Mm-hmm. Even more if you're a caster.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Stupid, stupid girl.
Yeah, no. Like, literally the thought process is, I'm already dying, I'm already in pain. Fuck it.
I'm already in pain. More pain won't make it. Ah!
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's distracting me from my other pain. This is great.
Yeah,
Ow.
I will say, as we're getting ready, as we're waiting for Blue, I will not make this affect your checks, but for your roleplay purposes, this pain is
Is constant.
It's ever
Yep.
in your mind. It's
I've
like
all. Mhm.
you know, a good example is like a headache. Like if you have a sore leg or aches and pains, you can take your mind off of it. But good.
But a
luck
migraine is
forgetting
just consistent.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Is real quick, is it like centered in the hand or is it just everywhere?
It radiates from the hand, but yes.
It radiates from the hand. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay.
But it travels up and down your whole body. But yes, if you had an epicenter, it would be your ring finger.
Cool.
Not going to be doing enormous amounts of calligraphy with that hand.
That's fine. She's not left-handed.
But yeah, no, I'm not going to make that affect your checks at all. Just keep that for roleplay purposes.
Yeah, absolutely. I've already got it in mind. Trust me.
Yeah, that guy had been dealing with it for centuries, and he's like, I'm done. I want to get rid of it.
Just looks down at this tiny little wisp of a half-elf, just like, fuck it, take it.
All right, Blue, are you back?
You're muted if you are.
Right, no.
Take that as a no.
So, labyrinth. You guys haven't been in one of those yet. See, new and exciting experiences.
Don't want it.
Van Casterkid and Crepopolis are in that first room right there.
Van
I'm sorry,
Casterkin?
who's in there?
Amelia, your boyfriend's here.
You know, I'm not
Oh,
surprised.
Jesus.
I'm not surprised.
Robin versus Keith.
Oh my god, we all just go in and it's like, how the fuck did you... What are you doing in Old Corvosa?
I was on patrol.
So-
I saw an enemy. I rolled a 1. I rounded up here. I don't understand.
We gotta go back home then, right? Game over, we won.
Oh my god. Amazing.
Yeah.
I think the name you meant was Deep V.
Deep. Oh my god, yes.
Deep V.
Aw.
Silver Fox.
Could you just imagine Van Carlo and Robin sitting in a bar once? A lady sometimes called me Deep V.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Please tell me all about it. Let me get you another 6 drinks.
That was his opening line to Robin. And just like, oh, I have to hear this.
I love it with Van Carlo. Anytime anyone finds out he's Blackjack, the first response is just like, him?
Seriously?
Really?
oh.
Oh, okay.
It's all
To
right.
be fair, Robin met Blackjack before he knew about who Blackjack was supposed to be. So Robin's just like, yeah, he's this dude, hits some girls, drinks lots of wine. I don't know.
Yeah.
Talks about the game. You mean
Yeah.
he's a hero?
Yeah, I love Van Carlo and Robin's first meeting. Are you impersonating me?
No, are you impersonating me?
Hang on.
Oh, that's amazing.
How's Blue? She good? She okay?
She's still microwaving her soup.
You see what happens, Squee? You allow people to go to the restroom, get some drinks like humans, and they take advantage.
I'm sorry.
That's it. That's it. I'm buying everyone chains to your desk.
I'm sorry.
I expect
I'm
all
already
players-
sitting at my desk like 24/7, man. You can't. You don't need it for me.
I mail you guys like paper chains. You know, like the ones made from construction paper in elementary school.
Now stay.
That was like that blew my mind in the first grade. Like, how do you turn strips of paper into?
Right.
So
Blue, you're
if I have like,
Yeah.
What?
if I have a doctor's note, can I be excused?
No.
If I have a
Okay.
Moiri note, can I be excused?
Yes. Young lady, why weren't you at session today? I have a note from Marie.
This just
says I
says
don't
I can do
have
what the
to.
fuck I want.
You're gonna question it?
All right. Mary, like I was telling the others, just zoom in really close. I can't hide the little spin parts, and it looks ridiculous to have 4 floating discs, so I just unmapped a good section of it. Just, don't metagame. I trust you guys. You're fine.
Oh, yeah, I'm zooming in real close.
Gotcha. You guys make your way down the stairs and start walking through a tunnel with several magical torches on the wall. Eventually, however, you walk for another 5 minutes or so and the torches stop, and there is no longer any light source at all.
Can we take a torch with us?
I was going to say, how do you want to proceed?
With light, preferably.
Yeah, you can take one of the torches from the wall. It seems to be made with a minor enchantment for cold flame. The torch is a green color, and it lights up like a normal torch, but it's got like a green glow to everything.
Green flame.
For anyone who's moving with a partner, if you shift-click both icons, you can just drag them both around at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna throw Amelia around the map.
Also,
I'm carrying Amelia around the map.
also important to note, who's carrying the torch?
I would think the front of the party?
Yeah, I can carry it.
Okay.
Robin's gonna just dancing lights it.
Gotcha.
And just keep like 10 feet ahead of floating orb.
What do Robin's dancing lights look like? What does he manifest when he creates them?
Toddler and cupcake and bunny rabbit loving Robin is like one is hot pink, one is neon blue, one is like a soft green, and one is like a yellow. They look like Christmas lights, really.
Nice.
Like a soft, pretty, like Christmas lights.
Oh, is one of them white with a red tip so that they blink?
Sure.
No.
Oh
Yeah.
But he's gonna put one up ahead, and he's gonna make the rest of them probably up around Ria's feet, just dancing around
Gotcha.
and just keep moving him.
So between the dancing lights and the torch, you guys have plenty of light. If you lose the torch for whatever reason, the dancing lights will give you dim light. So those of you who can see in dim will still be fine.
Yay!
Excuse me. The tunnel, and
I think
just
that's
for my-
everybody but Ria.
I think so. Robin, you have night vision, right? Or dark vision?
Basically, I see 120 feet.
Right. Murray has dark vision.
Of the regular kind, yes.
Right. And then
Everyone but Ria.
Everyone but Ria has dim vision. So, the tunnel curves sharply to the north, ending at a set of large bronze doors, each carved with images of tigers chasing other tigers in 4 adjacent circles. At the center of each circle of tigers is a snarling tiger head looks out.
These people are really committed to their aesthetic. I can respect that.
Mhm.
It's like they're narcissistic assholes.
Okay, so did we come from map left?
Correct.
So there are stairs map right.
Those stairs lead into the end of the hallway. It just ends there. It looks as if down there is a small waiting area. There seems to be some seats and benches that are quite lavish, but otherwise there's nothing there.
So you can wait for your kids while they run around in the maze.
It's like the McDonald's play area.
So,
Alright,
you
well,
stand before 2 bronze doors.
someone's gonna stop her.
Oh fuck. Yeah, who wants to check for traps?
Amelia will do so unless Robin stops her.
Robin is not letting go of her hand and will help, but come up because of Rhea and is not going to let him push past.
Amelia touches the wall. Her right hand is slapped with a ring.
Oh, shit.
Oh god!
I already have one on that hand. Oh,
This
damn
one
it.
adds
Oh,
HP but takes away
buddy.
strength.
We're just trying to get you up to Rhea's level.
Oh, shit.
This one makes you like an X-Men, except it's a mutant power with no real power, isn't all the pain. Alright.
Flatulence.
Yeah, so just like a normal mutation in the
Yeah.
real world. Radiation.
Alright, roll me an investigation check with advantage, please.
Can do, buckaroo. 22.
These doors are unlocked and seem to be very well maintained. The hinges are oiled. It seems like it'd be very easy to just push them open, and you do not find any form of traps on the doors themselves.
Okay. She attempts to mage hand it open.
Okay. The doors swing open, and you see directly to the left and right of the door, right behind it, are two statues, each depicting a tiger-headed man standing in the alcoves on either side. Their arms are wide, as if to usher visitors forward into the room beyond.
That's in no way going to blow fire or acid or clap us into flat little pancakes. Robin immediately.
Would it be a perception or an investigation to check those for traps as well?
I would, well, roll me a perception first.
Let Rhea go first.
Oh.
Absolutely let Rhea go first.
Rhea, would you like to roll a perception check?
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
In that moment, she just gets another wave of pain, holds her head.
Alright,
I lick
Rhea.
her finger.
Mm. You're married!
these statues look familiar. They look like the Rakshasa that took over the form of Gloria Orkana. Which means that this family must have had connections for quite some time.
So she will play that. Jesus Christ.
Excuse me.
Okay. Is there anything else, or
No,
shall I?
you don't. Yeah, you don't notice anything other than statues ushering you forward.
Some step forward.
Do they both look like the guy
Uh-huh.
who took over Gloria, or
Yep.
just one of them?
Do
No,
not
both of
pull
them.
Amelia into
They're
there yet.
identical.
I pull Amelia behind me.
Uh-huh.
There's like a shadow Robin right there. Is that just me?
That's just
Shadow
you.
Robin?
That's weird.
You're just seeing lots of Robin. It's fine.
Apparently, like, fucking.
Mirror image.
He on your mind, Amelia? You want to sit and talk about it?
I'm sure Rhea will talk about it with you.
Oh my god. Look, I'm
What am I doing?
not
That's amazing.
losing my mind.
Was someone talking to me?
You're
Not
Kim Miri.
specifically.
Alright, give me a second. So you step forward. Two alcoves open on either side of this otherwise empty room. In one alcove, a long lever with an ebony handle protrudes from the wall. You do not see any exits from this room.
No exits from this room?
Well, except for the one you're walking in, of course.
Oh, I was like... Looks like there's a path there. Am I just going blind? Alright. She's gonna keep an eye out and just walk forward, I guess.
Okay. As you all walk forward, you don't see any traps or anything activate, but you see the same things Rhea does. A room with 2 alcoves on either side, one with a lever, and no other obvious exits.
Keep Amelia away from the lever.
Oh god.
Fucking
Ross
clever.
has become Robin.
Ah, shit.
How did you say we move 2 tokens at a time?
If you hold down shift and click both tokens, you can move them around. Yep.
That's cool.
Isn't it just?
Fancy. Yeah, that's how I was moving around Annika and Amelia for a while.
Alright, so you're all in the room. What are you doing?
See anything besides this?
What I described to you.
Should we pull the lever?
Pull the lever.
Pull the lever,
Go ahead, Rhea.
I pull the lever!
Wrong lever!
Oh, please, let that.
There goes Moiri.
Amelia gets sliced in half.
Oh, no, Robin's left holding a hand. Holding a hand.
Well, you get the ring now.
So,
It was the wrong hand.
what are you guys doing?
Pulling the lever.
You are?
He pulls the lever.
Yeah.
Okay. As
Can
you
we
pull
look at
the
it
lever...
first?
I'm sorry?
I
Too late.
mean,
Sorry.
she'd look at it, but I'm assuming it's just the lever.
Roll me an
No.
investigation check.
Oh, fuck me.
Amelia
She's been doing so well.
Amelia can investigate if you'd like.
Too late. You can give her help, though.
She'll
I'll-
aid from a distance, I guess.
No, Moiri's right behind her.
Yeah, so roll with advantage, Rhea.
16.
You don't notice anything unusual about this lever other than it's very well oiled and taken care of, and seems to have a polished handle.
Alright, we'll pull it. Hopefully not die.
Alright. Amelia, I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw from you. As the entire room starts rotating right where you're standing.
Christ.
With advantage because I'm holding her hand? And I can just
Also,
pull her into my arm?
hang on a second. Yeah, not a Ross. A Ross, we're gonna move you up. Just whoa.
Whoa there, buddy.
Whoa, whoa. What is going on, game? Calm
I-
down there.
Well, hey, now Amelia doesn't need to make a
There we
dexterity
go.
saving throw.
No. We're good. We're good.
The room moves to engulf you.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh,
I went to move a Ross and it moved the whole thing.
Do I still get advantage?
For...
Because hand holding?
No.
Oh.
No, you can't get advantage. You can't get aid on saving throws.
But you do get a +4.
Yes, you do. Wait.
Oh, thank
yes,
God.
Yes, you do.
16.
16. Give me a second.
Swear to God, Amelia. Figure
After
your
this-
life out.
This
Oh
one.
wait, do I still
One
have
more
my
thing,
do I
and
still
I'm
have my
free.
inspiration?
The last 10 minutes? I would assume so. Well, no, because you guys spent quite some time walking down to the labyrinth. But, lucky for you, I'm just checking to be positive here. But I think you're fine. You're fine. You managed to jump out of the way quickly, just barely, as the room rotates.
She just lets out a little yelp, like fucking stumbles into Robin, stares at the wall.
Robin's literally like, next time I'm picking you up. I looked to her Ross like, she can carry your ass on the ceiling.
Because that
You
went
know.
well last time.
Yeah, Well, it's because she was moving too much. If
Mm-hmm.
Stop tried to reach out and grab stuff.
That's the reason.
Now she's learned to be complacent at cursed ring later.
Jesus Christ.
This one.
You can do it, Squee.
There we go.
Oh.
The room shifts. All of you. I'd like everyone to roll me a dexterity save, just for this first time, as none of you were expecting this, as the room shifts and turns rather quickly.
+4.
You're fine,
Oh,
fine, you're fine.
Hold on, I don't know which one that would have been.
You're...
Either way, that's in the 20s.
Kitty's fine. Alright, everyone except Murray, you guys keep your feet, but oh no, wait, it's +4, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
about
so
13.
everyone's able to keep
That
your
one.
feet as your whole world shifts around you, as the sound of grinding stone and gears turns the room until you're in a new location, and you see, I know they don't quite match up perfectly, but you see that this room is now attached to a new room that you didn't see before, facing another direction.
Amelia looks over at Rob and am I allowed to go forward?
He glances back at Aras. She's the one who can walk on ceilings, and they're all kind of jammed in the hallway.
Ross will take that as wanting her to go forward first, so she will walk up the roof around Amelia.
Amelia just sighs.
Alright. You guys walk into the next room. Give me a second here. Hang on. Yes, okay. So, you make your way into the second room and you see another lever sitting there. And a door where Ross is leading to another room. Remember, Murray's going to have to come with you, or Ross, right now you wouldn't have much light. Maybe Robin's dancing lights, that's about it.
Oh, I have dark vision.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
Everyone but Rhea has dark vision.
Right. Never
Yep.
mind then.
That's why Rhea gets the most dancing lights.
So we don't have to worry too much about where Murray is. As long as the dancing lights and the torch are somewhere, you're fine.
Also, I can split all of my lights up. So really, I can put one near me, one near Rhea, one in the corner of the room, one near Rob.
Right. Alright, so.
Do we want to check the door? Ross is going to check the door for traps.
Okay.
Because I think that's how this goes. Oh, can I give myself guidance?
Yes, you can.
Oh, shoot.
Amelia will help.
So do I have advantage on that?
Yes, you do.
Okay. $21.
Okay. You don't see the door is locked, nor do you find any traps attached to the door.
So, I will take a deep breath and try to open it.
Okay.
And if nothing happens, then I will walk through and then...
So the door opens, Aras, before you walk through.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. Ross walks through, and kind of up the wall. What about the rest of you?
Ria's
Ross, go to
gonna
where you would go.
follow.
Okay.
What the heck? Trying to. Okay.
All right. So, Ria, do you follow? What about the rest of you?
I go in behind Ria, dragging Amelia with me, checking back for Miri, making
Gotcha.
eye contact to make sure.
So, Ross, where you are, Ria and Robin, as Ross passes the center of the room on the wall, a symbol on the floor of the room suddenly flares to life.
Oh,
And
God.
I need the three of you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, yay!
God damn it, I don't know which one was first. Can you take off the, Well, actually, would it have been an hour by now?
For what?
Just since we fought the spore things?
No.
Oh, well then I'll re-roll, because I don't know which one would have been my actual roll. So 21.
The symbol activates, and there's a blinding flash of light. Robin, Ria, and Aras, you are racked and ravaged with pain, but you're able to fight off the worst of the effects as the symbol of pain activates in this room, an arcane symbol that acted as a magical trap. It takes you a few seconds to regain your senses, but you suffer no other ill effects because you're lucky. Otherwise, you would have had a -4 penalty on all attack roll, skill checks, and ability checks for the next hour.
Oh,
Holy
that's horrible.
shit.
Oh, that's fun.
Wow.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Everyone stay near Ria so that's negated. A little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah. From the back of the pack, Weary will call out, "Are you alright?"
Yeah, that didn't feel good.
And Weary will cast Detect Magic.
So, and Ross and all the players, I know that the corridor doesn't exactly line up, but for the
Mhm.
purposes of it, it is another hallway you
Sorry,
can walk
Amelia.
into.
Okay.
You also see a door below you.
So I have Detect Magic up if there's anything magic that I passed.
Give me a second here. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to do a few things at once here.
Can I look at this rune to make sure it's not the type of rune that's gonna fucking reset on us and do that all over again?
By all means, roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Hard to tell. This
Would you
room-
bring up this concern?
I'm dragging you with me, and I crouch down and start rubbing my fingers against it.
All right, roll with advantage then.
Phew.
Better. No, it does not look like it's a glyph. It does not reset unless someone recasts it.
Okay. He will mention at that point, sometimes these things reset themselves after a time. And I'd rather not risk it, so if we find any, we should check them.
She nods.
All right. So, do you guys seek to go up?
Amelia will investigate the door if she's allowed.
Yeah, absolutely. A second here. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check, please. You don't notice any traps of any kind. It looks much like the door that you just walked through. It's not locked.
Okay. She will mention as much.
And Ria will open the door.
Give me 1 second here.
Oh no. Rhea!
Just back up, it's fine.
Inside the room, you see 3 large wooden chests, their lids decorated with carvings of cavorting tigers. They sit against one wall of the room. Some sort of message seems to be carved on each lid. Colorful frescoes on the wall opposite the chest depict hundreds of tigers marching in widening circles around the single green gem the size of a fist, set in the wall and carved to resemble a tiger's head. Do any of you speak Infernal?
Nope.
Nope, wrong party.
Nope.
Yeah, wrong
The
party.
symbols on the chest do not have meaning for you.
Do we maybe want to deal with that on the way out?
Are any of them magical?
Wait! I will ritual... Would you guys mind waiting a few minutes for a ritual, or should I just cast?
Ritual.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, so I will ritual cast Comprehend Languages on myself.
Okay. So for about 10 minutes, you guys kind of sit there and wait for it. Give me a second here. Who is going into that room, or is anyone going in there?
Rhea will, she has to.
To cast the ritual, right? After 10 minutes, you see that the left chest says, "By gentle caress shall truth be known." The right chest says, "Breathe deep your salvation." And the middle chest says, "Life within, but death without."
This is fine. I'll lick them. Do you want me to lick them? I don't know.
Does Mwiri sense magic on them?
Has Maria cast Detect Magic?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
she
I
said
told
so.
you like
like,
3
Yeah.
times.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Doing 100 things here.
No, you're good.
Yes, you would. Wait. Not on the chests themselves. No, you kind of detect some magic inside. Actually, let me see here. Would that be? You detect magic inside one. It's very faint. The middle one.
Okay. We will let you know, Rhea, that there's faint magic in the middle, but the other 2 do not contain magic.
And I was hurrying to write that all down. The middle one said something about breathing deep. What was the last part of it?
Breathe deep your salvation.
I don't like that.
I feel like I should open that one.
Maybe Kitty should touch the one that says the touching. Just
Okay.
The
saying.
one that said, yeah, Robin should go lick the one that wants a gentle caress. How about that?
Technically,
Wait, what?
Kitty should probably open any of these because, grabby hands.
Sure.
Yeah,
she
let
can
Kitty do it.
Yeah.
It could be literal, the words on here.
Do
Can
we?
Kitty breathe?
Probably best that they don't.
Yeah, it does not really require air, food, or drink. It doesn't say that they can't breathe.
So, Weary should get the school, right?
The
Yes.
scroll of the magic inside the chest. Give me 1 second.
You can do it.
Give me 1 second. Let's see.
Divination.
They are. Oh gosh. They are not of any arcane school.
Oh.
Oh, don't like that.
So it's like the elephant, right?
Or perhaps of a religious nature. It could be divine magic as opposed to arcane.
Yeah, and the only gods we know of things are evil gods. I'm not gonna back up out of there.
Kitty, go for it.
Yeah. Are you alright with that, Aros?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Which one did you want her to open?
I guess you could just go from left to right.
Okay.
Or top to bottom.
I don't know if that's metagame or not. I won't say anything.
Alright, so Kitty wants to go from left to right?
Oh, okay. Can we close the... Yeah, sure. Can we close the door mostly? Like, not actually latch it, but use it as, like, a shield?
I mean, you can. There's nothing stopping you.
I pull Amelia back.
Alright. You guys close the door. And you give Kitty the commands.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear Kitty open the first chest. Then you hear Kitty open the second chest. There is a hissing sound and a mechanical chomp.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a few seconds, you hear Kitty open the third chest, and there's a kind of sound. And then Kitty walks back out through the door, covered in some sort of weird powder.
Mm-hmm.
Amelia immediately starts prestidigitating it away.
There's also like some form of dead red snake in her jaws.
Huh.
As none of these traps had much effect on a metal fox.
Imagine that.
Uh-huh.
And now that hopefully all of the traps have gone off.
Yeah, you'll have to wait a minute or so for the insanity mist to dissipate.
The what now?
The what? I'm sorry, what? Did someone say something?
Oh, that would have been so good.
What?
I'm so sad.
Can you
we didn't
imagine
experience
Rhea?
this.
And the blood cobra was like CR1, so I was just like, Kitty would just bite his head off. What's it gonna do to Kitty? You make your way inside, and you find that the left and right chests are completely empty. But in the middle chest, currently contains 3 potions of cure moderate wounds.
Ooh.
Or not moderate, that's not a thing in this game. Cure greater.
So a greater healing potion.
What okay, I'm totally forgetting my systems. 5e is health potion, greater, and supreme? Superior and supreme, right.
I would like my health potion with sour cream, please.
So I'm sorry. So there's 3, right? There's regular, there's greater, and the superior.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Supreme.
So there are 3
Sounds delicious.
I know. 3 cure greater potions and 3 potions of lesser restoration.
I will take them up.
Oh, and half the cobra body.
I will not take that up.
You never know when it might be useful.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that.
Because red vipers are incredibly venomous, but metal dog fox thing. So, well done. You completely just nullified every one of those traps.
Robin, can you use the head to maybe extract some poison for your little dagger? Sorry.
No, I used to know someone who could do that, but unfortunately, I am not skilled as a poisoner. I'm usually upfront about killing. Maybe you could do it?
Don't you have alchemist kit?
Actually,
I thought you did.
What?
I think I have every other kit but alchemist.
Need to fix that.
Yeah,
So-
she didn't.
My brave adventurers, where to next?
I guess the hallway?
And there's not a door here?
There's no door, it's just a hallway.
Okay.
Alright, well,
Nope.
by all means.
Murray, can you look to make sure there's no other, like, glyph things? Because that hurt last time.
Yeah, we're just like a step forward. She will squint down the hallway, raising her torch.
Okay.
What do I see, Squee?
You lift your torch, you look down the hall, roll me a perception check. As green light flickers off the walls. You don't see any weird glyphs or magical effects, but you do see what look like strange murals on the wall.
You want to try that again?
Yeah,
Murals?
murals. The walls of the oddly shaped hallway are decorated in a complex mural of depicting a hot, steaming jungle brimming with hungry life. Predators of every sort stalk and maim and feed on dozens of hapless people. In the canopy above, monkeys, snakes, and birds seem to chatter and mock the victims below it.
But no, like, crazy tripwires or anything like that?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
I'm sure
Then
No
where-
detect magic stuff?
Hmm?
No magic stuff either?
The walls themselves are slightly magical. Illusion magic.
Weary will let you know. Walls are slightly magical, but I see nothing else.
Like animals are going to jump out of the painting at us magical, or keeping us inside the labyrinth magical?
The magic is faint. It is illusory.
So there might be something behind the walls.
She nods.
Let's be careful and investigate the walls as we pass through. Maybe we can find something.
Who wants to go first? Or do we want to send Kitty?
I look to Rhea for all my answers.
Mm-hmm. Rhea has no issue going first.
Weird. Rhea didn't seem to have an answer when Amelia took the ring.
We were too slow to have answers when Amelia took the ring.
And Rhea prefers to talk to people in private.
Oh.
I would have preferred to knock her unconscious.
You hear that, Amelia? She'll deal with you later. Alright, so Rhea, you go first.
Mm.
As you all walk through the hall, you see much what Murray saw, the murals of the predators hunting humans. But as you walk through, Rhea, you start to notice the human's prey starts turning to look exactly like you guys. Rhea, Ross, Robin, everyone finds themselves a version of themselves in the mural. I've said Murray too many times. You find versions of yourselves in the mural depicted by being eaten or maimed by predators all around you. You are being eaten by a very large baboon.
Baboon or baboon?
Right?
There's a very big difference on how he's going to react to that.
Baboon.
Okay. Aww.
Blue tiefling.
It's like there's just baboon and he's just beating you into the ground, Robin. Right here. Oh, and there's no tree.
Wow.
Oof.
Where it clicks her tongue a little tartly. Such a fanciful version of something that is really quite beautiful.
All right. Who's following behind Rhea?
No one. Solo mission.
Robin and then Amelia after Muriel. Not on a solo mission.
Are you letting Mary get between you and Rhea?
No, I can't. I'm gonna have to push you to one side or the other and hold.
Oh boy, okay.
I'm just gonna...
He's juggling all his ladies.
This one's trouble. This one I always have to stay 3 feet behind on her left side. That one I have to watch because she's on the ceiling and God knows where she'll end up if I don't keep an eye on her. Mary's a bird. She's hard to miss.
Alright, give me 1 second. Huh. Alright. Rhea, roll me a perception check, please.
Because I've been doing so well.
You can do it.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad. Rhea, as you walk into the room, you see on the floor a glyph, and seeing it activates it, and it flashes white, and... Oh, that's enough for everyone. Everyone within 60 feet of this symbol.
Wow.
Fuck.
Roll
The one
me-
time I roll well, I don't want to.
Let's see here.
Right? You really didn't want to pass this one.
Rhea, what the
This
fuck, man?
It's not exactly how this works, but I'm
You're
going to
welcome,
do it this
Pally.
way. Oh, Pathfinder and your lack of saves. Get here with that nonsense. So 6, 7, 8.
And I would not have been aware of this magical thing before we got there?
No, you're not within 30 feet of it.
It's 60, I thought.
Yeah, it's
Or am I
60 foot
wrong?
range, but her spell is 30 foot range.
Oh?
Yeah, detect magic is 30 feet.
Yeah, plus any sort of
Oh,
wall
yeah.
or door or anything. This place. is
Or a person.
totally-
Okay. So, does anyone have more than
Oh.
94 hit points?
We all just go down.
Why?
Did this just TPK us?
No,
Do we not-
no. I'm just
What
asking.
is
Does
it all?
anyone have more than
Holy
94? I'm
shit.
guessing not. Rhea's
No.
close. You all are affected by a symbol of sleep. And every one of you, with the exception of Kitty and Majinko and Robin, who cannot...
Yes.
Magic sleep doesn't affect half elves.
Yeah, that's true. And so Amelia, Robin, and Kitty, everyone but you, falls into a catatonic slumber. You just fall to the floor, unmoving. 4. Give me a second. Uh-huh.
9 hours.
No.
It better be minutes and not hours.
9
Holy shit.
years.
Oh god.
If it's 9 hours, we better get a long rest.
All right.
Centuries.
Amelia, Robin,
Mhm.
and Kitty, though Kitty's just gonna stand there. Everyone around you falls to the floor, unmoving.
Well, I wanted time to work on the runes, but this is a little bit ridiculous.
Amelia immediately drops down and tries to shake Weary awake.
I go for Rhea.
Roll me a medicine check first. You don't know what's gone on. They've just collapsed. You don't know if they're awake or asleep or dead or what.
Yeah,
Roll me
but
a
the
medicine.
first thing you do is be like, Rhea?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Rhea!
That's why I'm saying roll me a
fuck,
medicine
she's
check.
dead!
They're not.
They're all dead!
Oh shit!
Kitty,
Oh my
Kitty
God.
can.
Kitty,
Oh
Kitty
my god, the dog knows what's going on.
Kitty knows, but Kitty has no way to communicate.
We need to get her a
Yeah.
voice box, Ross.
Robin and Amelia, you can tell they're breathing, but you don't know what's wrong. Especially as Amelia, you shaking them does not have any effect. And you, being a sorcerer, know the sleep spell. Sleep spell, you can just shake them and wake them up. They are completely catatonic.
Okay, so she looks over at Robin. What do we do?
Yep.
And I actually think that'd be a lovely place to end the session.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
As I will let you know, they are unconscious for the next 90 minutes.
Oh fuck.
Wow.
I got this, don't worry.
Oh boy.
Does that count as a short rest?
Yeah.
I mean,
That
yes,
was a long rest. Yeah,
you're
okay,
sleeping,
so-
right? I guess so. I can't say no to that. Oh man, you poor people when you saw that roll. So basically, the way the trap works in Pathfinder is just anything with 10 hit dice or less just succumbs. And I'm just like, well, that's not fair. So I at least
Spectre
rolled
poison.
hit points that was most likely going to drop all of you, but it could have rolled really low. I treated
15
it
hit
basically.
dice.
I treated it like a souped-up sleep spell, is what I did. But one that affects you individually, as opposed to just going off one at a time. Basically, Robin, you're very clear at this point. These are very powerful glyphs.
Oh, this is amazing.
Is that 15d10?
Yes.
16
Mhm.
actually.
16d10. Holy
Uh-huh.
shit.
Like I said, most likely was going to drop you. I don't like Pathfinder does this a lot. Basically, Pathfinder just has a, well, you failed. Good job. And I'm like, they at least need some sort of chance. So, but hey, rest well. Sweet dreams. I'm sure Amelia and Robin will take care of you.
Yeah, did this affect Majenko? Was he down too?
I think Majenko is immune to sleep effects. Let me check.
I don't think he is.
Then he's asleep because he certainly doesn't have 94 hit points.
Yeah, let me check.
Are
on
you
him.
saying he isn't our tank?
What do we have him for then?
Jeez.
He has a lot. He has magic resistance.
Yeah,
so if
but
it was
not
a
no.
save,
So he'd still fall asleep. Yeah.
yeah.
So only basically Robin, Amelia, and Kitty, who knows exactly what's happening, but doesn't have a good way to communicate it, and just sits next to her, Ross, kind of staring down at her. And Amelia, you hear mechanical whirring. Does that almost sound like whining?
What?
So I have a question. Kitty can't write. It just says she can't. Yeah, it just says she can't talk, but it doesn't say she can't write.
She does have a grabby hand.
Yes, but here's the thing. I would allow you to teach her to write, but she's
Okay.
not going to come out of the forge with the ability to write.
Nope,
but
that's fine.
That's something you could certainly teach her. What is her intelligence? Oh, no, you can't. Her intelligence is 3. She does not have the capability of learning to write. Not yet.
Oh wait, why is her okay?
Sorry, I don't think intelligence of 3 creatures are sentient enough to learn language such as such.
Yep. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
All right, well, everyone, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week when I'm sure our party will be well rested.
I don't even need a short rest.
Ready to continue. Sure hope nothing's on the other side of that door over there.
Oh no.
Hey, welcome to the labyrinth, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.